Are you gonna go? Oh, shit. What's up, guys? What's up? How's it going? How the hell are all y'all doing out there? Welcome to episode 7 of the Average Joe here in the Speakeasy Lounge. Hope everyone is doing well today. Hope everyone is fantastic. Man, it has been a day. It has been a day. So, that's all I gotta say. It has been a freaking day. And I'm glad it's over with and I'm done and I get to go home. Allegedly. I think. There we go. Yeah, coming around the bridge. Here she comes. Oh, go around the bridge. Here he comes. Oh, coming around the mountain, driving through the parking lot mountain. I'm going through the parking lot mountain. There she comes. Hey, freedom. So, what y'all been up to today? Anything good? Boy, let me tell you. I had my coffee. I had my 40 minutes to myself. Think about how the day's going to go. That went well. Day went well. I'm not good at communicating, apparently. I admit that. Chihuahua, pinche video. So, yeah. Another day. Another couple pennies towards the rent man. Rent is coming up in a week and a half. Why did you pull out in front of me and then slow down? I'm not slowing down. Whew. Yeah. So it's 5:22. I got an hour drive home. That means my dog has been in the kennel for 11 and a half hours. I hate that. I absolutely cannot stand that. But my wife and I got to keep a roof over our heads, and the only way we can do that is to go to work. If I could find an online job that pays more than what I'm doing now, I'm there. But it's got to pay more. You know, $40, $50 an hour, 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, with vacation. Heartbeat. Because then I start thinking, okay, tour bus. Keep in mind tour bus. Tour bus is forefront in my mind. Anything I got to do to get the funds to go get a tour bus without pulling anything out would be fantastic. So, the amount of savings, especially today, it cost me $70 to $80 to fill up my pick-em-up truck to drive a total of 32 miles a day, 5 days a week. I think that's going to be going up. I also think the cost of food is going to be skyrocketed and going up very soon. So, to eliminate excess spending, tour bus. I don't have to pay anybody rent. I'm not beholden to anybody to have a roof over my head. Work camping. You go from one RV park to the next, follow the seasons. You know, you do 6 months in the south during the winter and go up and do 6 months up north during the summer, you know. Very doable. Extremely doable. Now, do I have the traditional home that everyone seems to think we all need to have? Will I have a yard that I have to mow? Hell no. Because even if I got a house, I'm looking at 30, 40 years, or 30, 40, yeah, 30, 40 years of, I don't want to do that. That's money going right out. The same thing if I got an apartment like I'm in now. $1,000 a month right out the door. Never see that again. Same thing on mortgage. What am I going to do? The life expectancy of the average Joe, such as me, myself, I, won't be around another 30, 40 years. So why do I want to pay to have a brick and mortar home when I can't take it with me? The bank's just going to get it anyway, and you know, the cycle of life needs to be broke. Now, there's one dude. Now, I'm sure there's more, but I've been focusing on this one dude. Came across my YouTube channel the other day. It's called Fantastic YouTube channel, by the way. At Trent the Traveler. And he has a second account where he does his live gaming. He got a van, a Sprinter van, and then he turned it into a mini RV. And let me tell you something, it is the slickest damn thing I have ever seen. He recently got ASUS as a sponsor. I don't care if you like ASUS or not. Bottom line is, they make really good products, and he got sponsored by them. How cool is that? I can't even tell. His computer is to the side of his stand-up desk. It goes up and down. I couldn't even tell where the desk is in the lowered position. I could not tell where his computer started and where his computer ended. I mean, it is just perfectly integrated into it. And the design that he had and the textures and colors and everything he's got going on, I mean, this guy's got it going on. He has got it going on. And right now, he's currently gaming and traveling, I think from Georgia, maybe, Carolinas. But he's going up to the furthest north he can go while still in the U.S. And he's taking the highway all the way across, I think, to Vancouver, Seattle, Washington. And then he's going to go all the way up to Alaska. He's taking his time doing it. And I'm like, well, hey, I know he's got sponsors and whatnot. And he's got a fantastic platform that's funding it. But, I mean, dude, can you imagine going for a drive, camping every night, very, very, very easily? I'm just shocked. And he's going off onto these Army Corps of Engineers and, you know, state parks and things that, you know, he just pulls off the side of the road out in the middle of nowhere down a logging trail. It is insanely incredible. Absolutely insanely amazing. So, at Trent the Traveler on YouTube, please go check this guy out. But that's what I want. That's what the average Joe wants. I want freedom. Instead of feeling like you're trapped, because that's really, really been bothering me over the last 6 to 8 months. I haven't been able to figure out what direction I was going to go with my own self. So I thought, you know what? I got to have forward motion, you know, in life. Got to have forward motion. I don't like to feel stagnant. But coming up with this idea, I think. Wait a second here. Hold on a second here. Until 6:30 p.m. There we go. Okay. Let's go back. So, and the crazy thing is before my father passed, oh gosh, that's what, almost 8 years ago now. He was all, I mean, it wasn't a good time for anyone in our family, but he mentioned about getting, when he passed, about getting an RV for my mother, selling the homestead, getting an RV for my mother. I'm not exactly sure where he thought she should be deposited at with this RV, but that was his great idea. And it never crossed my mind. It didn't do it. And then I started watching this other deal. I mainly watch YouTube. I started watching this other deal called the ATIK something. I can't remember the last part of it. But this guy, he was a plumber, and she was a bookkeeper, and they liked camping, so they started going out camping and showing how they would set up their camp. And I mean, it was just, this is in Turkey, and beautiful, beautiful country. And they'd they just show them camping all weekend. They had a drone, camera footage, really, really quiet. It's really low-key, almost super low-key EDM style. I mean, it is just fantastic. So they started filming it and making YouTube videos out of it. Didn't think anything of it. It was more as a way to keep family updated, what they're doing and how they're doing it. And hey, this is where we're at. This is what we did last weekend. Here's the video, something to share to the family on YouTube. Well, that ended up taking off. Now, I don't remember how many million subscribers they got, but holy poop. And it got to the point where they started doing different tents, different Winnebagos. And then they started saving up for a deuce and a half, and then they turned that into a camper. And now they take different tents out, blowed up tents, bamboo tents, 2-story tents, and they don't do reviews on it. They just use it, and they show how they're using it. And they might comment now and again, yeah, this is actually really nice, They quit the day jobs. Now it's like, okay, so you quit your day job, now what are you going to do? Now they're really camping. That's all they do. Make content throughout the whole week, go on campsite to campsite, location to location in northern Turkey, up in the Green Mountains, or wherever the Green Mountains are in Turkey. I think it's in the north. But I thought, isn't that something fantastic to do? Forward motion. So about 8 months ago, they got me in the idea, the bright idea. I did see a customized license plate earlier. It had a girl's name with her last number initial, so I won't say it, but I was like, well, I guess that individual won't be stealing that car. It's got someone's name on it. Kind of like Andy on Toy Story. Put his name on the bottom of Woody's boot. Anyway. So that got me thinking. And then something happened. I don't remember what in the world it was. Something happened and it popped in my head. You know what? I don't like idea of living in a camper. They're not built well, thin walls, they're not cost efficient, and especially long term. I've seen how these, especially if you're on the road all the time. Damn, that is a tall ass truck. If you see people on YouTube channels that have a fifth wheel and slides and they're going all the time, and then the repairs start coming in, and I'm just like, things start falling apart. Those kind of RVs, I'm starting to think. I mean, shoot, my family even had one. We had a Coleman. Y'all remember the camper brand Coleman? I love that thing. Anyway, I got to thinking, well, shoot, what if we did it in a tour bus? Found an old tour bus, renovate it, live in it, travel in it, and have my own battle station for streaming, gaming, And I think the reason why my mind wasn't open to it 6-8 months ago was because I never thought about Starlink when it comes to streaming, gaming, uploading content. When you go out in the boonies, you pray that you have cell phone service, or if you're not in the boonies, you're on a lake near a local town, cell phone service. Well, I don't really care to rely on that. I want something more reliable, especially if I'm broadcasting. Hell, I call it streaming. I come from the AV industry. I like calling it what it is. You're putting on a broadcast. Isn't that what watching regular TV kind of is anyway? You're streaming from somewhere. So, but with Starlink, it makes it all possible. So I was thinking, a commercial bus is built better than an RV. And then I got to thinking, I don't have to worry about the weight limits. You can't go overweight if you're living in it as an RV. And then the real thing that happened, and I'm going to tell y'all, pay attention. If you register it as an RV, you don't need a commercial license. I had no idea. I'm researching it. Because while I do have a Class A, my wife doesn't. I have no idea what that person's saying. I have a Class A, my wife doesn't. But if she doesn't have to have a Class A, she can drive a tour bus. I'll have to teach her. Should something happen to me, she's still got a way to get around and have a roof over her head. So that's the plan. I got 12 months to come up with $15,000 to $20,000. They're out there. You just got to separate the wheat from the chaff, find one that's not a lemon, which is very doable. And I can take you guys along for the whole ride. How I'm going to renovate it, how I'm going to make sure it's fine for interstate travel, how much it's going to cost for an inspection, how much it's going to cost for a lube job. What can I do myself? What should I leave to other people? And then I got to thinking, well, solar power. Everyone's all about EVs and solar power, and it's the best thing. And well, what happens if it's cloudy? Your output's not going to be all that great. What if it snows and ices overnight? It's not going to charge when you back an RV under a tree, you know, back to it. You're not going to get a lot of output. But if you're out in the open, or if you're parked along trees, but it's open, you know, above it, if I had a really good filtration system on it, if I had diesel heaters in it, along with maybe, I see this a lot in schoolies, a cast iron stove. If I do this, if I have the solar on top, think about it, 45 feet worth of solar panels, and the amount of energy I can get out of that. That's what Trent the Traveler does. He runs everything almost completely off of solar in his van, which is really cool. You gotta check it out. He's got a full off-road package on this Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. It is cool as hell. Please go check out at Trent the Traveler. I like that dude. I really do. He's cool. His dog Millie. Oh, Trip would fall in love with that little pitty in a heartbeat. She's cute. Yeah, so that's where I'm going with this. So I'm pretty sure this weekend I got a job, a really big job. I'll probably be gone all day Saturday. So I'll last weekend I had to get things done. I haven't officially, I don't want to say relaunched, but I haven't really launched the Speakeasy Trip and Speakeasy Lounge. I was supposed to have something really fun with Trip done by now. I put a lot of money into it and it's not done, and it's irritating me. But regardless, I got a couple more weeks. I'm gonna give it till I think Cinco de Mayo is a good starting point, and I'll announce schedule and what all is going to be going on at Speakeasy Lounge. Meanwhile, you're stuck with me here in the Average Joe podcast, located in, Speakeasy Lounge. So, kind of convoluted, but that's how it's going to be. Shit, lost my tone of my thoughts. I want to check out Gray Warzone. They did a couple of big updates, and I really want to go check that out. I also want to. I already have that Gray Warzone. Already got that downloaded on the PC. I got Bellum already on the PC. I want to check both those out. I haven't checked them out yet. I figure I'll take y'all on the ride with me to do that. Looking forward to it, actually. Gray Warzone's come a long way. I kind of gave up on it. Sorry guys, I gotta let the windows down a little bit. It's getting a little stuffy. I don't want the phone to cut out because it got too hot. But that's the plan. Last weekend, I think I mentioned this yesterday, I got my vertical screen going, so I can stream to all the social apps on your phone at the same time I'm live on YouTube, Twitch. I got that nailed down, and then I got to fiddling around with scenes and layers, and I think you guys are really gonna like what I did last weekend. I do. I still got video to edit and stuff, which I can't bring myself to do because it's boring. I don't care what anyone tells you, editing video sucks. I need to find an app that will I can upload 6 hours worth of footage and tell it to find the highlights and, make 100 different 10, 15 minute clips I can then harvest and scatter. But I don't like to spend money. I do have a Mac Mini I was thinking of putting I got exhaust. Yeah, you need 2 more cylinders, but like this right here. Woo! She sounds good. I tell you what. Hey, yellow light. Anyway, what a beautiful day. Sun's popping out. It's been overcast, rained the last 3 days. Oh, what the hell is this talk gonna be on Friday? I'm not looking forward to that. Bastard pulled out right in front of me. I could road rage about it, but I'm pretty sure they won't hear me. By the way, this whole time I've had 5 bars and 5G. Just so you know. The crab's out is probably not the internet. Oh, what a beautiful day. Temperature's just about right. Basically stuck, but it's just on days like this where it's nice out, it's just, and it's spring, it's just peaceful, you know. Gotta have peace. What the hell's going on here? Oh, Stream Elements. Hell, I didn't even know I still had Stream Elements. Huh. Cool. Let's see. What else do I got to do here? Really set Speakeasy Lounge and the Average Joe off. I got Content 360. Lifetime, not monthly subscription. I'm done with monthly subscriptions. So I got a lifetime membership with that. But it handles, if you're streaming across multiple platforms, it handles everything across all platforms, including chatbots. So I'm excited about that. It's also integrated directly into the stream too, so I can do different triggers at different times. I think that could be very, very fun. What else? Yeah, I'm playing something or just talking to y'all, when I'm home and something after an X amount of time, something triggers in one of my scenes. I thought it'd be cool randomly. I don't know when it's going to happen. I set it for random and I just set it, forget it. So I thought that might be pretty cool. So I got that. I have Filmora for making videos, which I got a lifetime on that. I haven't really looked at it. I'm used to DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, you got the free version of DaVinci Resolve, right? But the really cool stuff, of course, is behind the paywall, so you got to pay for it, bastards. But I figure, someone actually did all the work to make those programs work. I can't complain too much. Someone put the time having kids, so I can't complain. You know, I do complain. So I got to dive into that. And once maybe, Cinco de Mayo, I should have that all figured out, and we'll have a big old shindig. We'll do a 24-hour broadcast. How about that? I really gotta pee. I don't have anything I can pee in. That's what the average Joe does. You know, I don't like to pull over and stop. You ever go on a road trip with your wife and kids? How many times you got to pull over to pee? First time I did that with my wife, she had to go. I had to go. Out in the middle of nowhere. Alright, well, let's find an exit. Found an exit, pulled off, shoulder, the on-ramp to get back on. Held the blanket up, opened the door. No one around. Did our business. Can't do that in the city. Well, you can do it in the city, but I'm sure you get arrested for indecent exposure. You don't want to have a ticket on your record for indecent exposure. Not good. So, got that. That's all I can think of at the moment. I can't think of nothing else to talk about. We've been going, 32 minutes here in the Average Joe podcast? Someone, someday, somewhere is going to watch these videos and go, that guy was absolutely nuts. Man, he was good looking. Fantastic beard. Excellent panache. What the heck is panache? Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Apparently Siri doesn't like to come out while you're broadcasting. Got a little stage fright. Did you, Siri? You got a little stage fright there, did you? A little stage. A little fright of the stage. I'm telling y'all, that's the first time I've ever noticed that Siri won't pop up when you say, hey Siri. Nah, she still didn't pop up. After the broadcast, I'll have to look up what panache is. So, tell you what, anyone sees this video, you have a Webster's Dictionary and can post what the definition of panache is, I'll give you a gold star and a firm handshake all around. How about that? I like it. Guys, thanks for letting me rant. Thanks for letting me ramble on. Makes my crappy day a heck of a lot better. I'm glad I'm doing this. I'm glad you guys are here. Anyway, thank you guys very much. Love all y'all. Keep your chin up. Be blessed. Be good, or be good at it. I'll see you tomorrow for episode 8 here in the Speakeasy